ain't going nowhere till I've won it all. I still hear myself saying it. Through my journey to greatness, I discovered that whatever is out there to achieve, there's only one thing left for me to do. And that is to secure my legacy in wrestling history. I am Brayton Lee. My name is Brayton Lee. I wrestle at Brownsburg High School. Wrestling is super unique because it's a team effort, and when everybody comes together, it's awesome, but whatever you put into the sport is how much you're going to get out. I've been wrestling since I was about 4 years old, maybe 5, once I started really picking it up. I've won 2 state championships. I'm ranked #1 in the country, and it feels really great just because it's a goal that you have to work for, and I've reached being the best in high school, but you have to stay humble, and it's a good feeling to reach your goals. So the first time I realized I could be pretty good in the country is my freshman year. Well, there's like one of the toughest tournaments in the country by far. It's called Super 32. And my freshman year, I didn't place, but I lost to like 2 kids that were ranked really high in the country, and they were both going to huge like Division I wrestling programs. So I wrestled hard and I had fun, and I realized I was right there. So it just kept me going, and I wanted to be like those older kids that were beating me just by a little bit. I got to where I am now by lots of friends and family, and lots of people pouring all their knowledge into me, pouring like all their trust into me, because a lot of people have sacrificed a lot of time into me. And I got to where I am now by my parents, all my coaches, and people that just care. Not really, and lots of work, but more so the people than myself. In my wrestling career, my parents have contributed more than you could ever imagine. Without my parents, I probably wouldn't be 80% of the wrestler I am. My parents have flown me all across the country since I was super young. My dad makes me breakfast, he makes me meals. My dad helps out with diet, and he's on top of it. He keeps me healthy, he keeps me grounded, he keeps me humble, and my mom is always there, win or loss. She's always there for me, and my parents have just paid for everything financially, and they've given me the opportunity to do the best I can possibly do. I wrestle because wrestling is so unique, like we said earlier, and because it's a really challenging sport. In wrestling, you can never stop learning. There's always so much to learn. I also wrestle because I'm pretty self-motivated, and I've won a good amount of championships, and I've won some good things, but just my internal drive keeps me going, and I just want to keep excelling as a wrestler and learning more, because there's so much you can learn in wrestling. It's mind-boggling how much you can learn. It's crazy. My future plans for wrestling, I'm going to the University of Minnesota next year to wrestle, and after that I'll probably pursue my Olympic dream and world titles, and go on to a different route of wrestling, but I'll always be in wrestling, and hopefully coach someday, and maybe come back here or come back somewhere to coach. This isn't the end of my story. I won't stop till I've completed my conquest. And I'm coming for that 3rd state championship. I am Brayton Lee.